guys, it's me Apollo Uchiha here, back with another What If series. This is what if Naruto was imprisoned and neglected by his family. So in this story nobody's gonna like Naruto, and yes, he's going to be imprisoned, and even the Ichiraku ramen guy won't be liking him. So let's get on with our what if. Our story begins at Nine Tails. Giant Fox was attacking a village. It was causing mayhem and destruction all around, and we see some people with green vests and leaf symbol headbands on their heads trying to stop the giant fox from causing any more damage. It was clear that the fox was winning, and people known as shinobi were losing the battle. But we see a man wearing a cloak, white in color, with kanji saying fourth on the back of his cloak. He has blonde hair and blue eyes. He was standing on face statues, also known as Hokage monuments, and in his hand were three children. He suddenly then vanished and appeared near the fox, but at some distance, and then the man made hand signs, and suddenly a circle drawing appeared on each three babies as they were crying, and the fox was growling and screaming in rage. Then the man finished making hand signs, and suddenly the chains wrapped around the fox, and a red energy started to come out of the fox and went through the chains and started to go in the babies. As the fox after some time disappeared, suddenly a bunch of people arrived with masks on their faces, and then an old man appeared before them. The old man appeared before the cloaked man with blonde hair. The old man said, "Minato, are you all right?" "Yes, Lord Third," said Minato. "So, who is the Jinchuriki then?" questioned the old man. "Two hold the 50% of the chakra of the demon, whereas the other one hold the soul," replied Minato. The old man nodded, and then he said, "But wait, what about Kushina? Is she alright?" "Yes, she is with Tsunade," said Minato. Minato then looked towards his children. He loved the two, one a boy and the other the girl, but somehow he doesn't care about the other one who possessed the soul of the fox. The village, half of it was almost destroyed. Minato looked towards the village and narrowed his eyes and gritted his teeth in anger, but he calmed down and went to the hospital, placed his two kids alongside Kushina, his wife, and the other one at a baby's bed. He was glaring at the baby, but he then turned his attention towards his wife and other kids. "So, who is the Jinchuriki then?" Two voices, one of a male and other of a female, asked Minato. Minato then replied, while looking at their direction, "Oh, Tsunade, Jiraiya-sensei. Both my son and daughter hold 50% of the chakra of demon, while the other one hold the soul," anger in his tone while saying the last sentence. "I see. I see," Waking Kushina said as all four of them glared at that child. "Seems like the soul has started to influence him already," said Jiraiya. Looks like it," said Minato. "What do you mean by this?" said Tsunade. Look at his face, Tsunade. He has three whisker-like marks on both sides." "We can't let him hurt our children, Minato," yelled Kushina with fear. "I know. So what are you gonna do with them?" said Jiraiya. What are you gonna name them?" said Jiraiya. Menma for the boy and Mito for the girl. Is that alright with you, Kushina?" She smiled and said, "Yes." Minato and Kushina were both happy and in their own world. As then Tsunade yelled, "So, what about him, the other child?" Naruto. Minato angrily said that. Now we do a 3 month time skip. The village was being rebuilt and almost completely restored as a large group of people gathered around a tower. Upon its roof was Minato with his wife and two Sanins and the third Hokage alongside their Anbus. People of Konoha, as you know, the demon fox was defeated and we were saved, and our saviors are these two children, Menma Namikaze Uzumaki and Mito Namikaze Uzumaki. My two children hold both hold 50% of the demon's chakra. Everyone, after hearing this, cheered on and started to praise them as their saviors. When everyone calmed down and looked towards their leader, uh, with worry in their eyes, one of the men asked from the crowd, "Then what about the demon itself?" A man yelled, "He is sealed within another kid, Naruto." The demon at this people got angry and said, "The demon kid should be killed." "Yeah, we should kill the demon kid," said the crowd. "People of Konoha, if we killed him, the soul will reform and gather its chakra and destroy us all once over again," said Minato alongside with third Hokage nodding. The crowd hatred was shifted towards the baby from the fox as we do a 5 year time skip. During these 5 years, Jiraiya visited Minato and explained him about Great Toad having a dream about a prophecy children formed by the red death and the yellow flash of the leaf. At this Minato was happy and said it must be one of his two children, Menma or Mito. As Kushina and Jiraiya were also happy, knowing that it must be one of them, as they both of them showed a lot of skills and they thought of them as prodigies. Whereas the Naruto was not showing that much of potential. Naruto was hated by everyone. His family always beated him for hours every day. Then they threw him out, and when he was limping to walk away from his house, the villagers gathered up in a mob and beat him along with Jonins, Chunis, and Genins. It was like a routine for the past 5 years for him to be get beaten up every day to a bloody pulp, whereas his siblings were treated like royalty. They both gotten sorry about that. They got both of their parents' love and their attention, as well as the villagers' love, as well as they were spoiled to the core. Whereas he got nothing but hatred and beating for the past 5 years. He started to have he started to hate the villagers and his family, by most of them his siblings. One day, like any other day in his life, he was running away from a mob that consisted of some villagers, 3 Chonins and 4 Genins. "Get him! Kill the demon!" said the man in the mob, as the little legs were pushing him as fast as they can. "Come on, run!" "No, I can't. I'm not gonna get beaten again today," said the little baby Naruto as he was running. As he took a turn and he was caught up in an alleyway. "Oh no, oh crap, they're gonna think they're gonna beat me to a bloody pulp again," Naruto said, but it was too late as the group caught up to him. "Now you're gonna die, demon," said a man as all of them started to beat him to pulp. After an hour, he looked like a red stain as one of the men said, Did we kill him?" "It can't be. Leave before we get into trouble," one of the shinobi said. The other man said, "No, Now we go to the Naruto's mindscape." "Huh? Where am I? Did they throw me here?" said a kid Naruto. "No, kid," said a deep voice. "Who are you?" asked Kid Naruto, now scared. "Kid, don't be scared, kid. I have seen what the villagers and your family did to you for all your life," said the menacing voice. Huh? You mean you saw everything? Said Kid Naruto. Yes, said the voice. Anyways, what is this place? Anyway, what is this place? Naruto asked. This is your mindscape, kid, the voice said. What what do you mean my mindscape? Who even are you? Naruto yelled. I am the nine-tailed fox, said the voice. Now while two red eyes was glaring at him. So you are the reason why everyone hates me. Yes, Nine-Tails said. Why? Why? Tell me. Why did you make my life living hell? Why? Tell me. Naruto yelled while crying. It wasn't me, kid. It was your own father. Nine-Tails said while glaring at that kid. No, you're lying. It can't be, Naruto yelled. Then why does the village hate you and even your family and not me? They think of you as my reincarnation. That is why all of them hates you and beats you because they think one day I will take over your body and kill them all. Not that I mind doing that. No, you're lying. It can't be, Naruto yelled. Then why does the village hate you and even your family and not me? They think you are my reincarnation. That is why all of them hate you and beat you, because they think one day I will take over your body and kill them all. Not that I mind doing that. Nine-Tails thought that to himself. Naruto was shocked and was realizing everything, that it was his father's fault that everyone beated him, even in the village and his own siblings and mother. Even him, after knowing that he did that to his own son. As a surge of hatred towards his family and the village began to form in his heart. Suddenly, Nine-Tails said, "Oh, don't worry, I will help you to take your revenge on them. Look." As suddenly Naruto looked behind to see that he could see from his mindscape people, the mob who beat him up, started to walk away. They are running away after doing this to you. Are you gonna let them get away like this, kid? Said the Nine-Tails. No, not anymore. I'm putting my trust in you, Kyobi. It's time for them to pay. As this was going on in real world, the mob began to leave without them knowing. Naruto got up, with red slits like eyes instead of blue, and claws and red chakra forming around him. Where do you think you're going? A voice said from mob's back. They turned around to see Naruto standing, glaring at them with red eyes. The demon got out! Get him! Said the Chunin, as all of them rushed, saying, "Get him!" The mob rushed towards him, but in a flash, all of them were brutally killed. As in a nearby tree, Ananbu, looking after Naruto, saw the whole scene with horror, as how brutally Naruto murdered them all. As suddenly his body flickered and vanished and appeared in front of Hokage's office. "Lord Hokage, you must come with me at once." "What is it? Why are you so in a rush?" said Minato. "It's urgent. Please come with me." As Minato nodded as they went to the scene. Everything was clear. Minato was shocked, as there were body parts of people and a stream of blood everywhere, as he and everyone alongside him had chills run down their spines, as they saw nothing but body parts, and on top of the mountain of body parts was Naruto, unconsciously, and he had unconscious, and he had smiling, and he had a smile on his face. Now we skip 3 hours later, in a room filled with people yelling at each other. It was the council room. The civilian councils wanted to execute Naruto, but the shinobi council wanted him to be banished because he was too dangerous for civilians as well as the shinobis. But the Hokage had other plans in his mind, as well as Danzo. Danzo said that you should give him to me so that I can train him and put him in his place. But Minato said, no, I have a better idea and solution to all of your problems. As he told them that he would create a thick metal cell with chakra compression seals along all around its walls alongside his wife Kushina, who was a seal master, and imprison him at his residence because as the Namikaze residence because it was leave greatest weapon and without it they would look weak in front of all the great nations. Everyone nodded and agreed to this. After 2 months the cell was made and Naruto was locked away in that cell. So I will left this part here guys because I am currently writing this as a script. I will write down part 2 and try to upload it by tonight or maybe tomorrow. So if you like this part, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and comment down below which other series would you like me to do. So yeah, I'll see you next time.